You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Yes, you are, and we'll have a guest with us. Ben Shelton, how's you doing?
Doing good, man. Just getting ready for Knoxville. Really busy times right now.
And then especially after Eldora.
Yep. After Eldora and just all kinds of stuff. This time of year, there's big races all the time, it seems like.
And isn't it the chase for the championship cutoff, if I remember right?
At the end of Saturday night, we'll lock in the four for the Big River Steel Chase for the championship. The top 4 points will go into the 7-race series.
And I see Bobby Pierce is going to be here.
Yep. He's going to come in and try to spoil the party for the Lucas Oil guys.
And Ricky Thornton ran a sprint car last weekend, in case people did not see.
Yep. Did that at Wernerville.
And have you been paying attention to Knoxville as track-wise this year?
I haven't got to see a lot of it. I've seen just a little bit from the Nationals and things like that. But, looking forward. It's always a great track. Looking forward to getting up there and seeing what it's like with the new dirt on it.
Yeah, it's been up to the fence usually. It's going to be interesting with the late models.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll prep it a little bit different. It'll go a little bit different, so it will, just looking forward to it. And only time I get to get there all year and always enjoy it.
Yeah, and we have 2 qualifying nights first.
Yep. 7,000 win on Thursday and Friday, and then the big 50,000 win finale on Saturday.
And then tonight's undercard is the dirt trucks.
Yep. Yeah, on Thursday, and then Friday, the IMCA Dirt Crown stock cars, and then, of course, the Malvern Bank Series on Saturday.
Which I have a stat for the stock cars. It was April of 2013 the last time they ran on Knoxville.
Those guys always put on a good show, so it'll be fun to see them there.
DJ should be happy.
Oh, yeah. He's the IMCA stock car commissioner.
But let's go back to Eldora for a couple minutes.
Okay.
It was a little bit emotional Saturday before the event.
Yeah, for sure, man. It was a very emotional deal for Scott Bloomquist, and just a tough day for the community.
But the race was good.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a much better race. Maybe 2006 was the only one that was better than that I'm aware of. And, Bobby Pierce, he did his job. He got it done. 2-time World 100 champion.
And then what did the drivers said about the scrambles being different?
Some liked it, some didn't. It's like anything, but I think that, largely I think it was entertaining for the fans, and, the drivers put on a great show.
And is Rocket have a new car out recently? They did updates, if I heard correctly.
Yeah, they put they got the Rocket, the XR 1.2 instead of the XR 1. So they have a new one out, and they're really excited to bring it to Knoxville.
And then Brandon Shepard, what's he going to do next year?
That'll be announced pretty soon. That's kind of set in stone, but it'll be announced soon. Not quite ready to announce that yet.
Is Ricky going to be going anywhere different?
Not that I'm aware, but man, anything's possible.
And then I don't know who's all showing up outside of your regulars.
It'll be your regulars plus, like you said, Bobby Pierce, Jason Fager, Dylan McCowan's coming up for the first time. You'll have Chris and Chad Simpson, the usual suspects, and, it should be a heck of a weekend.
And Tyler Bruning has a different paint scheme, I noticed.
Yeah, I saw they had changed something up, and, hopefully he can get redemption from a few years ago and get his first national tour win and his first Knoxville title.
And then the one that's been running good lately, but he's going to be the 30 car again this weekend for Todd Kinney's Ryan Gustin.
Yep, Ryan's been running really good. He's picked up some big wins over the past month or so, and, it'd be cool to see a home state guy get it done.
But every time you're on the track, you have the points, and it's the best of your 2 nights, not combined.
Honestly, I can't remember. It used to be the best of the 2. I'm not sure anymore if it's cumulative or not. I would have to go and I haven't dug into that yet for the weekend. But, either way, yeah, it's important every time you're out there.
And the inverts in the heat races, it's not the typical Lucas Oil show where if you qualify, you're up front.
Yeah, they switch it up because of the way the passing points, the finishing points, and things like that work. So it's a format that Knoxville came up with that a lot of people use a lot of variations of.
And is there any going to be World of Outlaw other guys that you know coming for sure?
Brian Shirley's going to be there. Brandon Shepard will be there. Apart from that, you never know who's going to drop in. There's a lot of racing going on this weekend, but I'd expect you to see a few more Outlaw guys.
Because there's not been a race last week and got canceled.
Yep.
It's always a good time with the late models, but it's just going to be weird this year.
Why's that?
It's just a different week.
Yeah, it is, but I think it's good to put a week between the World 100, and that gives guys a chance to get ready for it. And you got to remember, at one point, this race was in October, so it's been different weekends before.
Yeah. And Saturday could be rain.
I mean, it could be, but you don't know anymore. You just got to go until it does something, and just hope that it doesn't. Just keep the show moving, and if you get rain, you deal with it, and you do your best.
And then it's 75 laps again, I think.
If I read right. 75 laps this year. That's right.
Which is better than the 100.
I mean, it depends. I mean, I've seen some really good 100 lappers there, so I think there's merit to both of them.
But we always appreciate you coming on.
No worries, man. Glad to be on here, Marshall, and looking forward to getting up to your neck of the woods this week.
And then talk real quick before we let you go about Clash of Full Night in America coming up. Let's laugh.
Yeah, we're going to be next Wednesday at Brownstown, a race that was rained out back in May. We'll be there before the 45th Jackson 100, and looking forward to that at Brownstown Speedway in Brownstown, Indiana. Wednesday, September 25th. Looking forward to getting up there, and just such a really neat facility, and always have great racing there.
And your highest car count was last race, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was, we were in the 80s, but before that, we were in, in the upper 60s at Fairbury. So we've really been, lucky with some good car counts. We had, 50 in Lernerville, and, we've just, again, man, we've been really blessed with car counts this year.
And an event I'm looking forward to is happening again is October 1st, with the high limit again.
Yep, they got that at Atomic Speedway, and that'll be a fun event for the Lucas Oil Series and high limit.
Exciting times. We appreciate you. Hopefully see you this weekend.
All right. Well, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
Everybody travel safe.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, see ya. Bye.
See ya. We appreciate Ben for coming on, as it was fun catching up with him. This is just a short, but tonight the format is qualifying the heat races, the B's, and the A's. So tomorrow we'll have the points. And quick update from the points. But while we are on the subject, let's recap Super Nationals real quick while I'm doing the show. First of all, it kicked off on the first champion, and we'll go to your Mod Lights, where the winner was Johnny Brown from Texas. Travis in the B51. Second was Travis Stensland in the 89. Third was Justin Williams in 10W. Brandon Freeberg in the 171 was fourth. Fifth was the 70 of Alex Ishod. Gage Rains in the 31 was sixth. Seventh, the 99, Josh May. Josh Hutchinson in the 26JH was eighth. Ninth, 22K of Kyle Demo. Ninth, the 0C of Kevin Carl. Nathan Wolfton, the 3 was 11th. Scott Jordan in the 8 was 12th. 13th was Bryce Valdin, man, in the 51. 14th, William Nobles in the 8N. 15th was Scott Bailey in the 21. 16th was the 9G Grayson Anderson. Then Scott Coleman in the 16C was 17th. Joe Glick in the 18 in the 3G was 18th. Michael Rafferty in 41 was 19th. 20th, the 18M of Chelsea Lardini. Michael Preshing in the 16P was 21st. 22nd was Dennis Cooper in 81. Roger Olszewski Jr. was 23rd. 24th was Cole Paul. The wrestler did not finish his. 25th was Mike Morrow, 17M. Trayson Glick was 26 in 5G. The H7B of Jonathan Batran was 27. 28th was the 9W Doug Williams. 29th to 47 of Corey Saunder. And 30th, the 39C of Chad Cunningham. The very next night of Super Nationals, the late models ran their big show. Where Dylan Thurton in the 38T was your winner. Second was Corey Deppert in 77. The 60 VI of Anthony Roth was third. Fourth, the 07 Matt Ryan. Fifth was the 12B of Alex Banks. Sixth was Zach Ziner in the 76. The 77M was Joe Beal was 7th. Evan Miller in the 88 was 8th. A.G. Ollinger in 00J was 9th. 10th was J.J. Rodman, 25. Matt Hassey was 11th in the 02. Mitch Morris in the 70X was 12th. 13th, Sean Johnson in the 8R was 13th. 14th, Bo Johnson in 36. 14th, TJ Foreman. And 15th was in the 32. The wrestler did not finish his. 16th, Travis Denning. The 56D was 16th. 17th, 22, Austin Becerra. 18th, the 07 Ray Raker. Kale Kosiski in the 35 was 19th. 20th, the 8K of Josh Mose. 21st was Ron Klein. 22nd was Daryl DeFrance in the 99D. Jesse Bowden in the 2 Junior was 23rd. And 24th to 7 of Jenna Johnson. Then we moved to the next night for the Sport Compacts on Tuesday. They had their big event. Picking up the win was the 2 of Brad Chandler. Second, the 13B of Josh Barnes. Mick Rikus, the 9R was third. Fourth was the 81 of Randall Martin. Fifth was Tyler Jones in the 33. Spencer Rosine in the 6R was 6th. 7th was Dylan Boink in the 2B. 8th was Gilbert Alpo in the 7G. If I messed that up, I didn't. 9th, the 35 Junior of Tyler Brown. Johnny Thomas in the 45 was 10th. 11th, the 7D of Dalton Coleman. Nate Koopman in the 9 was 12th. 13th, Shannon Malberg. Oliver Munson was 14th in the 5. Kylie Richards in the 12 was 15th. 16th to 27R of Braden Rooker. Jay Seibel in the 87C was 17th. 18th to 21 of Jason Webster. 19th to 13 of Chevy Barnes in the 13C. Jeremy Williams in 22C was 20th. Dylan Whitney in the 16W was 21st. 22nd, Jerry Koopman in the 19C was 22nd. The rest were out of the event, with 23rd to 88 of Steven Shetler. Sean Leger in the 67X was 24th. 25th was Devin Jones in the 7. David Kemmel in the 33K was 26th. 27th, Tyler Housley in the 515H. 28th was Christian Grady in the 89. 29th, the 2M of Matt Moore. And 30th, the 54A of Jake Anderson. And then we'll go to Saturday night, where the rest of the party, the rest of the features happened. First with your they're picking up the win was the 38 in the modifieds was the 38T of Dylan Thornton. Second was Tanner Black in 44T. Third, Zach Vanderbeek in the 33Z. Fourth, Dalton Murdy in 99X. Fifth, the 22 of Austin Becerra. Sixth, the 77T of Trip Gaylord. Zane DeVellis in the 18Z was 7th. 8th, the Turner Jeremy Mills. Jeff Ike in 77 was 9th. 10th, 82, Jake McBurney. Dylan Sherflick in the 66D was 11th. 12th was the 07X of Troy Morris. Tim Ward in the 4TW was 13th. 14th, the 26 Junior, Joel Russ. 15th was Brandon Beckendorfer in the 5. Brandon Beckendorfer in the 5X was 15th. 16th to 20 of Brandon Schmidt. Paul Nagel in the 05 was 17th. 18th, the 77X of Austin Cool. 19th was the 1X of Chris Abelson. 20th, 11 of Trent Leverud. The WW1 of Ricky Alvado was 21st. 22nd was the 00 Corey Sample. 23rd, the Trevor Fitz in 28. The 16 of Colin Weinberger and it was 24th. 25th, Colin Higdon in the 48K. Cole Sarneski in the 21CZ was 26th. 27th, the 09B of Brett Berry. The rest did not finishes. 28th, 11X of Tom Berry. 29th, the 3 of Kelly Sherrock. The 10 RM of Ryan McDaniel was 30th. Drew Jensen in the 127 was 31st. 32nd, the 19 of Jimmy Gusson. And 33rd, the 08 of Johnny Whitman. In the stock cars, your winner was the 3X of Kelly Sharrock. Second was the 99 double X of Dalton Murdy. Third, the 46X of Johnny Carter. Jeff Mueller in 77M was fourth. Fifth, the 822 of Jake McBurney. The 23 junior Nick Roberts was sixth. Seventh, the 17X of Justin Lemberg. Chance Hollins in the sixth was eighth. Ninth, the one of Caden Richard Reynolds. Austin Bronner in the 10A was 10th. 11th, the 33C of Brandon Sharapata. Kurt Lund in the 87 was 12th. 13th was the 5A of Tyler Prickett. Shelby Williams in the 82W was 14th. 15th, Brandon Schmidt in 20. 16th, the 137, Jeffrey Abbey. David Brandes in the 71 was 17th. Matthew Loft in the 99L was 18th. 19th, Buck Shafroth in 92X. 20th, the 3 of Mike Albertson. Rod Richards in the 23HR was 21st. 22nd was the 57 VG of Rowdy Van Genren. Toy Sweargen was 23rd in the 73. The rest did not finish as 24th, the 35 JW, Casey Wolken. Justin Anderson in the 26J was 25th. 26th, the 99D at Dalton Murdy. 27th, the 25T at Trenton Nolan. Travis Barker in 30 was 28th. 29th, the 81 at Devin Smith. And 30th, the 99X at Jeremy Christensen. In the sport mods, big dance. It was the 53 of Logan Herbie Anderson, your winner. Rodney Tomey in the 1T was second. Third, the 117 of Dylan Van Wyk. Fourth, the 23 T23 of Tony Olson. Fifth was the 17C of Shane Paris. Dusty Mansolini in the 8K was 6th. Jarrett Feranzen in the 33 was 7th. 8th, the 9 of Matthew Loft. Alex Fett when the 08 was 9th. 10th, the 21R Cam Reimers. The 5T of Tyler Neverud was 11th. 12th, the 122 of Adam Brick. Logan Fellows in the 43 LV was 13th. 14th, Danny Wagner in the 11D. Justice Addison in the 126J was 15th. 16th, 37T, Tyler Edmond. Corey Madden in the 2T was 17th. Tyler Bannister was the 151, was 18th. 19th, the 142 of Nathan Spillane. 20th was the 8T of Ty Rogers. Brandon Nordyke in the 9 Junior was 21st. 22nd, the 01 Braden Carter. 23rd, the 7W Will Wolf. Josiah Chin in the 7J was 25th. 4th. The wrestler did not finish as 25th. It was the 18M of Mike Mitchell Morris. The 2G of Jeff Olson was 26th. 27th was Randy Havlek in the 3Z. 28th, the 14X of Jake Sacco. 29th, the 12E of Doug Smith. And 30th was Hunter Longdecker in the 93. In the Hobby Stocks Big Dance, Nathan Ballard 29M was your winner. Second, 77 of Cody Williams. Corey Prost in the 75C was third. Fourth, the 4W of John Watson. Fifth, the Keith Berg in the 14B. Sixth, the 27 of Jason Kroll. Seventh was Bradley Graham in the 2G. Eighth, the 69X of Calvin Dome. Chuck Madden in the 2X was 9th. 10th was 24R of Dylan Richards. 11th was the 12K of Eric Knutson. 12th, the 4C of Kurt Reed. Brad Graham in the 13th in the 27G. 14th, the 12M of Matt McDonald. Evan Shetler in the 17S was 15th. 16th was 49 of James Johnson. Zach Helmerson in the 3Z was 17th. 18th, the 55X of Corey Vanderwald. The 1K of Tom Killen was 19th. 20th, 19H, Colin Hinn. 21st was Jeff Frank. In the 01F, the wrestler did not finishes. 22nd was the 7B of Eric Stanton. Jimmy Delsher. In the 20 was 23rd. 24th, the 22X of Mike Smith. Zach Olmstead. In the 99-8Z was 25th. 26th was Kobe Christensen in the 9C. Dylan Nelson in the 13N was 27th. 28th, Brandon Barnardo in the 51B. Blake Lewinberg in the 16X was 29th. And 30th, the 83X was Justin Fredrickson. Also, once again, tomorrow will be late model night 1. We'll have the recap coverage on night number 2. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.